Can we ask the new provost for North Ayrshire Council, Pat McPhee, to come up and say a few words? Thanks, Pat.
Did you see me holding back there? See, when you're the new provost, they give you a piece of paper and they tell you what to say. Don't let you out in case you promise anybody something that you can't pay for. When I was speaking to Willie earlier this morning, he said, don't worry when you go on the radio. He says, if there's any gaps in what you have to say, I'll fill it. No kidding. And it's for being responsible for absolutely everything and worrying about it. Where's your wife? She's the one that's going to put up with all this. Who are you? Right, I'll go to the paper. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to welcome you here to this afternoon to the launch of the Irvine Beat FM. I was here last year, by the way, and it was absolutely great. I did listen to it, and I'm going to be listening to it again. And as it says here, the station went live last year for 4 weeks, and it became known locally, and even further than that, as the Marymas Festival Station. I think that will probably be down to Ian Clarkson's early morning stint and all the other things that he's going to be doing during the month. This is a community-led project, and it's run entirely by volunteers. Now that's yourselves, and everything I think is a credit to you. I've worked for volunteers for donkey's years, and the one thing that I know about volunteers is if you don't like what you're doing, you can leave. That is a problem for the organisation. So if you stick with it, that's all down to the people who are keeping you together. Try to keep liking one another, otherwise it'll turn out awful. I'd like to thank those volunteers who've made this special thanks to Willie Jimison. I've got to get through this bit of paper, I don't want to miss anything. And Willie's the station manager, by the way. Station manager, I thought that was something at a railway station. And also to Ian Young from Community Services. That's really it. I wish you every success in the next 4 weeks. I look forward to listening. I might even get a chance to come in and get a word in edgeways. So Willie. And I'll see you all soon. Thanks very much.
This time last year, before we went on, we were still kind of the kind of swan scenario where it looks really nice on the water, but underneath the red feet are going like the clappers. That's very much where we were last year. This year, because we had done it, we're more organised and the schedule is ready, which is here, which is fantastic. And I'll just give you when you can pass it on if you don't already have one. There's a whole host of programmes this year which should please everybody, for the youngest to the eldest. We'll get gardening slots, we'll get sports programmes, we'll get youth programmes, we'll get country shows, we've got, what else do we have? Tiddly toy, that sort of stuff. And we'll get everything. We've obviously got quite close, tight links with the community centre that we're here with, and we haven't really thanked them, but if it wasn't for their enthusiasm and encouragement, we wouldn't be here. So thanks to the Vineborough Community Centre and the association. I think maybe one final person that I think really needs to come up, because he was sort of the chaperone last year, I think, for the Queen and the Marys that came along, is Ian. Ian, I know you don't have your thing on, but could you come up and represent the Deputy Provost and Councillor Ian Clarkson for
earlier when she started her speech, she wasn't nervous at all, she's getting used to it. But one thing she will find, and I found last year, you can go up, you can say things to an audience. When you get into the radio station, you feel things happening inside, you get excited. The adrenaline starts to go. And I think because of last year, I thoroughly enjoyed it, bringing in the Queen, the Marys, and hopefully we'll come in again this year and let you know what's happening at Mirimas. But there's an awful lot going on outside Mirimas that will be happening too. With the coming into the Vineborough, and with the last year's productions, I think there's a big responsibility on the team to make sure it's a big, big success. I know there was problems last year and the papers picked up on it, but that wasn't down to everything that the team had done. There was other things outside that was happening, but there is still a big responsibility. not just on the team, not just in the Vineborough Centre, but also in the council to make sure that we give you the support and encouragement and any help you need to make sure that things do happen. And I'm quite sure Pat, Ruby and myself will be there to help in any way possible, except money. Money's up. But we will do our bit to make sure that Irvine Beat FM is a success. I'm not saying we'll take some of the power or some of the difficulties away from you all. We'll probably give you more, but we will be there, rest assured. We'll pop in now and again, we'll try and do as much as we can to help. I am thoroughly looking forward to it. And, last year, when I was on the radio one time at home, my wife says, "That wasn't very good." I said, "But it wasn't it?" She said, "It was you, you weren't very good." There's a responsibility on everybody that does go into that station, does go on here, to make sure that they are professional. And I'll come in and get some hints. Maybe not each. But yeah, there is a big responsibility for everybody that does take part to make it very professional. I feel excited, and I'm quite sure that you, the team, feel excited too. Good luck, best wishes, and let's all do it together. Thank you.
Another couple of things just to mention before the most important thing. The first thing is that you can pick it up on 105.7, so if you're here in the car, before you drive off, tune it into 105.7. There'll be the official launch party at 5 minutes past 1, 7 seconds, 5 past 1. It's easy, but it works. And you can listen to us online on internet, which is www.irvinebeatfm.co.uk. Kenny Coyle's in next door now, they know his things that to take you guys day. And final thing is the booth is open. Thanks very much. Well, I'll go first then. So as you say,
Sorry.